started in late September when my family went to go visit our relatives in Shannondale, West Virginia. They live in this rundown part of town that people from outside areas like to call Squalor Holler. It's exactly how you picture it when you hear about it. Nothing but ramshackle shacks, rusty trailers, everything covered in decades-old Christmas decorations because they're too busy rotting away to clean up. We spent the day in their trailer. There's 8 of them, plus me, my dad, my mom, and my sister. About 10 minutes before we're supposed to leave, it starts raining. The roads can get treacherous up on the mountain, so we decided to wait for the rain to die down. 2 hours later, it's dark, 10 o'clock, and there's a flood warning for the area. I'm playing Tetris on my phone when suddenly I hear my dad started losing it in the next room. It turns out they'd buried their kid Thomas outside, and were afraid the rain would wash up his body. The kid was 6. He was attacked by a dog and they never told the cops. Just buried him like he was a family pet. My dad's flipping out, rightfully so our relatives say they'll sort it all out in the morning. None of us really suspected that they'd killed Thomas or anything, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't suspicious. Nevertheless, we were creeped out and intended to tell the cops in the morning once we got to town. That night I couldn't sleep. Power had gone out for the 5th time or so around 3 a.m. The worst part was I could see Thomas's little grave right outside the window. I was fixated on it. I kept being drawn to look out the window. And then I saw the worst thing in my life. Something was creeping through the woods towards the house. I could barely make it out in the rain. It looked like 2 pale horses ambling through the woods side by side. But then it walked into the moonlight and I saw it was all one thing. Its legs were half a foot longer than any normal man's arms. The face looked like some sort of bizarre masquerade ball kind of mask. This clenched up furrowed forehead and a nose that looked like a raven's. Didn't have any eyes either, just depressions where eyes would go. It made soft thumping noises when it moved. It must have been 8 feet tall. It started walking towards Thomas's grave, and I finally snapped out of whatever trance I was in and just screamed. My mom was the first to wake up. I told her to look out the window. She rushed over and didn't seem to understand what she was looking at. The thing bent down and started pawing at the grave with its hands. My dad and my cousin Jasper rushed in, and Jasper just lost his shit. Back out of the room, yelling for his dad, yelling, "It's outside, it came and it's outside." I look back and see the thing is digging furiously at the ground, kicking up huge mounds of dirt. The thing reaches into the hole and grabs up what I assume was Thomas's body by the leg. It kind of gallops back into the woods, snapping all these branches, and that's when we all hear it. A kid crying. The sound of a child sobbing and crying from the direction that the thing took it in. We left as soon as the rain let up, like 5 a.m. I don't even think we told anyone at the house. Drove straight back home, only stopping for gas. No one said a word to each other. My family refuses to speak about what happened. I tried to bring it up once just to make sure it was real. My dad told me to shut up, so I did. I never mentioned it to any of my friends or anything. I just try to erase it from my mind by getting absolutely wasted whenever my thoughts linger on it.